Oh, and there we go.
Oh,
See?
hey.
I was a little
Look at that.
trying to maneuver things around here.
I
And a
love
little bit
to
of
see
a,
it.
Look at us go.
having a Monday. It was a Monday. One of those kind of things. How's everybody doing?
Ooh, we almost lost a mic.
Oh, it is Mondaying real fucking hard today, guys.
There we go. There we go.
Real
We're
hard.
kind of in scene over here, and there you go, everybody. The talented Ketone and Danielle.
Hola.
How's everybody
Hello.
doing?
Good, man. Good.
Feeling better.
Yeah, how are you feeling? You've been out.
The rain's a bit
I
of a
got
bummer.
the vid.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you had the vid?
Oh.
That's not good.
No, so I've been vaccinated, because I'm a follower and not a leader.
Bring yourself turn and forward.
You got the shot?
See, every time I come in here, I set the seats and everything exactly how I want them. Then everybody comes in and moves them everywhere else.
Yo,
That's
don't
how it
blame me. I
goes.
didn't
They've
move
gotta get comfy.
anything. I didn't.
It was
move
all
anything.
Danielle. We're blaming
I'm-
her.
I'm-
She was gone, so we gotta blame her.
I'm a little moody. The rain's got me moody. I had to drive all the way back home because I forgot my power supply. So I'm
Rain's
sorry.
got everybody moving.
I'm just going to settle into these pillows back here and
Yeah,
do the
I was
show
gonna
like
say,
this.
Let's just
That's
get comfortable. Let's just have a
actually-
chill show
that's
today.
vibes.
Let's just relax. No
That's
pressure.
right there.
Put my leg up.
Yeah,
there
there
you
you
go.
go.
Look at that.
Now everybody's got a great. Never mind.
Of this
Anyways,
print.
No, I joke.
Showing them the goods.
The COVID, yeah, it was rough. I'm not gonna admit that it was COVID because there was no official testing, but I've had it 3 times before.
This
Like I
felt
said-
like it, didn't it?
Oh my gosh.
This sickness was
You can tell.
crazy.
just tired.
It came out of
body tired.
nowhere.
Yep.
No.
Oh no, you didn't.
No, it
you
was-
didn't have the body tiredness.
I had the body tiredness. I woke up. It was Sunday. I woke up. My body was achy.
Yep.
And Monday I woke up. My throat was scratchy.
Yep. Coughing.
Didn't start the cough until like 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden my voice starts going. I was like, uh-oh. I thought it was allergies. Like,
Yeah.
take some medicine.
How was your temperature? Was you really
I was
hot or was
up
you really
and down,
cold?
up and down,
Yeah.
up and down.
Yep.
So that was when I messaged you guys. I was like, yeah, nah.
Nah, that makes sense. We can appreciate that.
I
You
was
need a
down for
break.
the count. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
need
I
a
was.
break.
Well, we're
I-
glad you're feeling better.
I don't ever call out sick ever
Yeah,
in my
this
life.
one was bad. This one,
it took me
felt like COVID.
2 days.
For
2
sure.
days. 2 days of like solid. I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything. You can't make me do anything, but you can still hear it in my voice. It still comes and goes. The nasally is still a little bit there, but
I've heard you a little more raspy than this. You sound great.
oh yeah. Anyways, after some
Fun
Rasta,
activities.
Rasta fun
Yeah. Yeah.
back in the day.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Welcome back to the
Thanks,
show.
thanks.
Yeah,
Yes.
we missed your presence.
Yeah, we did.
Last week was awesome. I was so upset that I was not here.
Breezy was great.
That was a fun
Shout
show.
out to Breezy.
Seriously, she is awesome.
They love their energy.
I talked to her a couple days right before that. That was a couple days before that. I think it was Friday because we were supposed to go up to our friend Jackie's, and she was hilarious. And we were just talking because we were supposed to do a Galentine's on that Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she had to get in the studio. She texted me. She's like, "Look, girl, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I got some stuff I've been working on, and I got the opportunity to get in the studio, and I'm gonna take advantage of it." I was like, "You do you, girl. Like that is what you need to be doing right
Yeah.
now." So
She was excited
support.
about talking about her artistry and what she's got coming up for 2025.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It's
I
funny to
love
see.
hearing
Fun to
an
see.
artist when they have something in the chamber. You know what I mean? It's like they're working. you
oh,
know?
she's working.
Oh yeah,
She's
for
working
sure.
hard, but
Definitely. Shout out to Breezy. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Breezy Music.
Breezy
Yes,
Music,
yes.
BRIZEE.
Your girlfriend's favorite DJ.
I like how she
Nice.
laughed right after saying that.
Yes.
No.
Well, if you guys are just tuning in, welcome Houseology Live at Moxy, and today our special guest is Quinn Blalock, a big DJ around the area, doing a lot of things, putting on for a couple people. Actually, a lot of people with the things that he's doing around the community, but we'll get into that further. Let's welcome the crew. What's up, Robbie? How you doing, man?
Rave daddy,
it's not been too bad.
Hey, Daddy.
Had kind of a decent weekend. Had kind of a shitty entering into the weekend, but other than that, it was pretty good. And then
You went to Of the Trees,
Went
yeah?
to Of the Trees, yeah.
right, yeah.
I got talked into that by somebody, and we have a new venue here in the Bay Area called the Baycare Sound, which Baycare is the Catholic hospital system in the area, so that's who sponsors it. It was just recently built, and went there for a EDM show of the Trees. I'm not a huge bass person per se, but the opening acts were more a little bass housey.
Okay.
And not quite as wompity womp. And then of the trees, of the trees was a little bit more wompy and a little bit more hip hoppy in the beginning of his set.
Yeah.
And then progressed to just like a solid first half of his set was mostly hip hop. And our esteemed guy running our bass label, High Mountain, told me that he said they usually are a little hip hop. So that I didn't know that. But the Baycare sound though. So you go to these venues that normally don't do. I mean, this is their first EDM show actually, since it's open. The sound was on point. I was shocked. I was blown away.
Senior sound guy.
I don't know who did the sound. I was going to walk down to the sound booth at one point in time, and by the time Other Trees came on, it was just going to be too difficult to get down there because I wanted to see who was doing it. I probably would have known the person, but they had it really good. It was the opening acts. I told somebody, I said it sounded like I was listening to a really well balanced car stereo. When you get in a car and you're like, ooh, the bass is just right and the highs are just right and the mids are there, and you get all excited because it sounds so good. And I mean, that's the way it's been in my truck. My truck has a Bose system in it, and since I bought it, my truck's a 2015 truck. Still to this day,
sound system still sounds great. Yeah, Bose
mint
is great.
Shit.
Bose is great.
Mint. The day I had it, I have like 2 notch adjustments, I think, on the bass and 1 notch on the mid, and I think the treble's zeroed out.
That's all you need. When it comes to EQ,
it's still perfect.
You shouldn't have to max anything.
Exactly. And it's still perfect. So the sound was really great. Other Trees came on. It got bassier, got a lot louder. They bumped it up by solid 20%.
How's the Wook population? Were they in a full effect out there?
Yes, but you know what? It was...
They were wooking it.
The kids were actually behaving really well. I paid a little extra for this thing called The View, so now I'm advertising.
I noticed that. You were up there, you were up a little bit.
Which is a VIP area downstairs, and it's just right up off the stage. So you're like...
Neat. That's cool.
Not even 100 feet from the stage. I mean, maybe even 50.
How much was the ticket? How much? What was the different price? The difference?
I want to say the ticket was $89.95, and a regular ticket was like $29 or $39.
Yeah.
So about double.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though. You had this whole nice little downstairs area with a bar. You had your own restrooms. You had a viewing area. Then all you had to do was walk up the steps, and you were now on the second floor of it. You had your own bartender, tables, chairs, couches, regular chairs. There were like probably 6 couched areas that were not VIP or anything. Just anybody could go sit on them.
Yeah.
So when Other Trees started, I went and got another beer, and I just walked over and laid my ass down on the couch. And just was all
Took a little nap.
Yeah, I just sat
in
there, and my friend that I was with was like, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?" Bro, I'm laying down on a couch listening to Other Trees live and drinking a beer.
How are the visuals?
Visuals very good.
That's what he's known for. So Tyler is the artist. That's what he's known for, is his visuals. That's why I was talking to my friend Destiny about it, because she was going to go. And I said, have you ever been? Because I saw him at Janice.
Yeah, they were at Janice like a year ago.
2 years ago.
Yep.
And he was great. It was 3 years ago.
Dang, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a while ago.
We're all getting old.
Yep, exactly.
Time is
but
fine.
it was a good time.
That amphitheater. We're gonna go see Lane 8 at that amphitheater. So now that I think,
Yeah,
babe, if you're checking it out, go grab those view tickets.
I
want those view tickets, baby.
For under 100, that's not a bad deal.
So are you saying for your birthday coming up, that's what I'm going to get you view tickets? Is that
No.
what you want?
So she's taking us to go see Lane 8 because that's like one of her favorites. Lane 8,
is great.
and at that amphitheater. So
the only thing I have
Wait,
about
Lane 8 is coming here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
yeah.
So the only thing I have
Samantha, I'm going.
the only thing I have about Lane 8 is it's going to be one of those in the moment performances of his, of course, where everybody can't bring a cell phone.
Oh,
And he
yeah,
put
probably.
another like 7 paragraph self-serving gratifying post about how his shows are amazing because he doesn't force you to bring your cell phone. And I'm like,
funny.
Come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we've all heard every year you got to
Actually-
repost because you got to like reaffirm yourself.
Actually, I don't think that show is going to be like that.
No,
because
it is.
it didn't say it on there.
Oh, it didn't?
Yeah, it didn't say anything about not bringing your
okay.
cell phone on to that one. So, wait, I
see.
might have an update. Oh, she said she's going to give me the VIP.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Well,
Sam.
Well, I'll be up there with you
Put me
now
in on
because
that
I've been told
list.
we're going, and I was like, I don't really. Fine, I'll go.
Even if I do have to cover my cell phone, I think I need it. All right, I'm fucking tired of my cell phone.
Well,
Give me if I get a Lane 8
But
break, all right.
Most
so
of the
be
time,
it.
most of the time they'll just make you put a little sticker on.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I
That's
think
it.
so too. Yeah.
Put a
you know
sticker
what-
on the camera or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But you know, with my cell phone, like I was there, and I get it. So like my friend that I was with there, yeah, he's like he had 487 Snapchats by the end of the show. He's also 30, you know, and I'm up there. I took maybe 5 pictures in one video, and that is exactly how I am now. About 5 or 6 years ago, when I was going to Ultra and stuff. If you look at my personal Instagram, and at times I've thought about merging my personal and my professional one, because I have like over 800 posts from 2015 to about 2017-ish of Ultra, EDC, Ritz, and I've got video after video after. A couple of them went viral.
Yeah.
But I have that on there. But then all of a sudden you see now, and then it gets up, and it's like I think I just got tired of it. I just stopped. I just stopped taking videos and doing pictures, and I'm like, most of the pictures I take now are still on my fucking SD card, and I haven't even put them on any social media.
Yeah.
I hate the cell phone thing. Like I get it, like why you can't bring cell phones in because people don't enjoy it. However, it is kind of a flex. I feel like if you're single or whatever, it's hey, I was at this show.
Yes.
Check me out. I was at this show. I was at this
I got
place.
plenty of from the stage videos on my phone too. By the way,
Yeah.
just
So it's
to
a
throw
little
that out
flex
there.
whenever you get to post those videos, but people don't enjoy the
Right
show
over
as much
Blondie's
because they're always
shoulder.
doing this.
Blondish shoulders.
I need the break. I'm willing. I'll do it.
Enjoy the show.
I'll
Yeah.
do it.
I
I'll do
can
it.
throw
Fuck
this
it.
in
Well,
there
you can be
for sure.
special.
They better have
You don't have
some-
to have your phone.
yeah.
I'm just gonna have a photographer follow me around.
That's
Just pay one.
you know what I
Oh,
started doing.
paparazzi,
I
you
started
know?
in that 3 years ago. It's great. It makes you feel great
Yeah.
all the time. You're
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
that one.
That's
You're like,
funny.
take this picture really quick.
So
The Instagram boyfriend, you know, like everybody needs one. Just take a
So I guess I'm going to Lane 8, and what's the other one? Who else is going to be there in May? Another bass artist. Gosh, I keep forgetting the name.
I don't know. Closey probably.
No,
Not
it's
that
another
big.
multiple name artist.
Multiple name artists.
I don't know. We have to find out.
Mary drop-ins.
No,
Mike,
That's
what's
not
up,
techno,
Mike?
is it?
I'm chilling, yo. What's goody?
Good to see you, man.
DJ Embrace for y'all who don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that how you want me to? Is that how you want me to introduce? Should
trying
I?
to put-
Should I
gotta get
introduce
this-
you?
I'm trying to build this brand.
All right.
I'm trying to
I feel
build
you.
Ah,
this
there you
brand.
go.
Well,
There you
don't even call him Mike no more,
Listen,
guys. Who is Mike? No, we don't even have a Mike in the building
So,
anymore. DJ
listen,
Embrace is in
DJ
the
Embrace.
building.
For y'all don't know the story behind DJ Embrace, real quick. My name is Mike Bracey. For y'all don't know, DJ Embrace, first initial, Embrace.
Yeah,
So there we go. But I'm chilling.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah,
We getting
yeah.
the brand out there. DJ Embrace.
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't know, you better ask somebody.
You better
Check him
ask
out.
him.
He be doing gas station sets. He be doing all kinds of stuff.
Shell, yeah. At the Shell. And I can't undisclosed location, but at the Shell we get down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
starting to do a little
man.
pop up over there. It's pretty fun.
you go to get good barbecue from a gas station. Why not go to listen to a good DJ at a
Exactly.
gas station?
So matter of fact, they got good Thai
They
food.
be cooking.
They got
Thai food
Thai
at a gas station?
Yeah. So I
right.
put a post up. My
I'm
homie
hungry,
got
too.
some Thai food. He, like, man, the Thai food from the gas station.
I drove by the Burger King on the way here, and I looked at that sign, and I was like, God, I want to.
Don't do it. Don't give in to the Burger King. Don't do it.
I haven't had
Should
Burger
I stop?
King in
And if I had stopped, I
years.
would have got back on time with my power supply. So at least,
At least we know you love us
I did have
over Burger King.
I did have Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets. No,
Oh,
that still hits.
Wendy's
That still
Nuggets
hits.
is good though.
I
You
got
know-
that kids meal. You know what I'm saying?
you know how fat,
You get a kid's meal.
know
I
how-
do.
you know how fat I am. I will go to Wendy's, and I do love their spicy chicken sandwich, and I will still get a 4-piece spicy nugget specifically
On top.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're the only nuggets I eat without sauce because they got such a great breading on
They
them.
have
The breading is fire.
It's something like you eat a
Yeah.
McDonald's nugget without sauce. It's like
It's
baked.
dry.
It's like oil grease and some sort of chicken product. And-
Yeah.
Some
See,
gelatin.
that's the only thing that Chick-fil-A is missing is the spice.
yes.
They have the
Yeah.
spicy chicken sandwich, great, right? Spicy.
But they don't
chicken.
have no
They don't have
spicy
the
nuggets
bites.
or
They-
bites.
they need
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
hit 'em
them.
up.
about
Wendy's
it.
is the shit.
You know,
with
it's funny. They really like. I mean, as far as quality of burger, good chicken sandwich, but the nuggets they killed it on. They
Yeah.
killed. And you know, a lot of the locations now have the sauce, and they can toss the nuggets in the sauce too.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
How you
can
do that?
get
Do that
saucy.
again.
You can get a little saucy.
That's how you do it.
Flick of the wrist.
Listen, they got people in chef coats back there making burgers. No, I'm kidding.
But no, guys, that was we got DJ Embrace, we got Rave Daddy Robbie, we got Danielle joining us again. Super excited to have you back. We're missing DJ Rich. He's probably somewhere
on location
arresting somebody.
He's been doing he's
been arresting a whole lot of people.
He's
lately.
been running around a lot lately.
Yeah. Y'all better get
Wait,
y'all
fill
shit
me in on
together.
the
I
rest.
know.
Who's he arresting?
Look, you got to get friends with DJ Rich because he'll
Yeah.
tell you if you're on that naughty list.
Yeah, he
Oh,
will.
yeah?
He'll
be
look
like,
out. He'll look out for you. You got a
he'll
couple.
tell you.
You got a couple more days. I'm gonna come get your ass.
That's funny.
Oh my.
He's like,
Shout out
knock.
Oh my.
No, he's a Bells bondsman. So
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense. He has the
Yeah,
build for it.
yeah.
He has to build.
Knights Bells bondsman.
Nights.
Knights, Bells, Bonds.
Yeah, first night.
We
First
should prank
Knights
call him
Bells
while we're
bondsman.
on the air.
Yeah,
We should like prank call him and be like, hey, I got somebody need a book down here.
Yeah.
We could call him and say we need to get bonded out of jail.
You need to get bonded out of jail.
Listen, I'm going to call and you're going to get on the microphone and go, you are receiving a phone call from an inmate at the Osceola County Jail.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of, don't we have an ad for Nights?
No, not a full one. Yeah, it's not done
Oh,
yet. I know
okay.
we got to put it. It's so blah. You know, we got to
It's
get
so blah.
one that's like not like first night sales bondsman. Oh, first night. No, we gotta
Bad
be-
boys.
Yeah,
bad
I
Yeah,
was
we
going to
gotta
say.
do-
What you gonna
Started
do?
that bad boy. And then we got Rich and he's like, and taking people down and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like, do you need a bond?
He'd pay for that
That's
copyright one too.
He would.
He'd pay for that
He
one.
would.
That's funny.
Is it copyrighted?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
The
sure.
actual
Yeah.
words are copyrighted.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can't say
The way
bad
you
boys,
sing it
bad
like
boys.
that.
Uh-oh.
What you gonna do?
Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
can't sing it like that.
Okay.
You can't.
So if I did like opera or something, it'd be totally.
yeah, you could apply for a cover license at that point.
Oh, see, there we go.
Let's
There
make
you
it-
go. I'm
You
glad
could,
we're
you gonna do an opera? You want to give us a sample?
No, not today. I mean, listen, these vocal cords need a rest. They've been weak for the last week.
Weak.
They've been weak.
They've been
So
sleeping.
we got Quinn Blalock's gonna join us. He's got a bunch of accolades. I'm not gonna list them off. You'll hear them when we come back from our break. But we had Sarah Landry over the weekend. Did anybody get any feedback on that? It looked amazing.
I did get
did.
play-by-play
It did.
from a friend.
Okay,
I'm
what
not
you
going to
got?
mention who the friend was, but I did. I was told the openers were weak. Sarah was great.
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
No.
Oh damn.
And then I did receive feedback from several other people. Why did they pick these openers? Sarah was great.
What was the now?
To
I'll
not
tell you
take
what.
away from Sarah. Duh.
I've heard. No, you can't. I've heard that Sarah is not that great, but I didn't get a chance. I never heard her firsthand. I do enjoy her music. Her music is pretty good. But I heard that
that same thing.
I heard Sarah is
heard
not
the same thing.
quite a great DJ to
What-
listen to for an hour and a half.
One of my friends did say, he goes, like, how's it doing? And he says, oh, it's about 100 and she's ranging around like 155, 160 right now.
What?
And I go, well, that's not bad. What are we, techno or whatever? And he responded and said something like, it's fast-paced feminine beats or something like
Fast-paced
that.
feminine
and I'm
beats?
like, what is that supposed to mean? I don't know what he means by that.
The only thing I could think of is like something that you would see somebody switching their hips to really quickly. A fast walking woman.
Yeah.
That's all I could think.
you know,
But no, I don't know who the openers were.
we're not going to go through them.
But I heard
we
the
don't
show.
want to take any shots.
the
You know
show-
when people used to like,
openers.
share, like
Absolutely.
with
It was
their arm?
the reason why the okay.
Oh yes, yeah, like that.
Wait, what?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like that goth
Yes,
swinging thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
what I-
You see
That's
them on
feminine
Instagram
house.
all the time.
I'm gonna find a video. I'm
I
gonna
know
show
what
you
you're
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Like their
There's a
arms are
dance
always
move.
super long too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
how do they move their arms like that?
I don't know either.
They're in the techno and like
I gotta
the-
learn that one though, because it's a very
I know.
popular like techno
The
dance.
best one is Gandalf spinning poi in the middle of the crowd. That's really the best one. That's what I think of every time. So we won't say who the openers are, but here's the complaint about the openers, just to get a little bit more clear on why they said that. It just said that the openers that we're playing do not normally play a techno genre or any lead-in music that would be the lead-in for a techno artist. So therefore, why did they book these artists? And we have plenty of techno-oriented artists
Plenty.
in the Tampa Bay scene.
I feel you on that.
And there's
That-
a couple people that I thought I would have saw on that
Correct.
opener.
Correct.
I
Correct.
feel
DJ
you on
volume.
100%.
I feel you on that.
100%.
But the recap, it looked amazing. There was plenty of people
they're
in the building.
putting a great show on
The
there,
show looked great. And I would it looked like a techno show.
Have you ever been to any of the shows at Motor Enclave yet?
I have
Yes.
not been to any of the
haven't
Motor
either.
Enclave shows.
Which
no.
one? You go to Black Coffee? I heard that was really dope. I heard Black Coffee didn't disappoint.
I heard it was a good turnout.
Black coffee
and-
never disappoints.
Yeah, Black
Let me
coffee's
just-
always good. I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them yet. I'm seeing them in Miami Music Week. Super excited.
Oh my gosh.
Factory Town.
Yeah,
Saturday
I've
goes
even been to
down.
Motor Enclave. They had a car show there too.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, the whole thing. You get to drive around on a racetrack, like
Yeah,
what?
that's sick.
To get in and get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah, and then they have the condos for sale that are like maybe 400,000.
Couple 100,000 easy, maybe more.
That's it. That's it. But you have a shared garage space. So like the lower level, you have like 5 condos, and then the bottom floor is all garage. But you share that space
Okay.
with your neighbors.
Okay.
It's kind of like up in North Florida how who's the disco guy from Saturday Night Fever? John
Travolta.
John Travolta.
How he has a house on a private runway and he just pulls his plane on it and goes. That's the same concept I guess they're doing for the Motor Enclave. So people who like to race and stuff, they have their own living space there. They keep their cars there and then they can just pop them out and run them up and down the track as much as they
Yep.
want.
Yeah.
Host
Okay.
events too,
Yeah.
do all
Yes.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
and it's neat because it's right out where it's located and situated. There's really, I think there's
An airport next to it.
Yeah, there's like an airport and then a conservation space where there's really not any noise complaints. Like you're out there expecting to have noise. Like
Yeah.
it's a racetrack.
Of course.
So if you have a little bump, like nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna really make a big stink
Yeah,
about
nope.
it. So, but the HOA dues are like insane. It's like $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, because you got to
Oh,
pay for
I'd imagine.
maintenance of the track and the grounds. And,
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I'd imagine.
And anyone that has a condo there, that's not their primary living space. I think we
No.
already know this.
No, no. But there's suite spaces. Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine. So we went over Sarah at Motor Enclave. That's with one of us. Of the Trees, Baycare Sound. What is From the Mist with Prolly at the Lemonade
Oh,
stand?
Tin Liquor was here. Sorry.
I didn't know
Tin
that.
Liquor was
Yeah,
here?
Tin Liquor was at the
Oh,
Ritz.
Sam loves Tin Liquor.
I
know that.
love Tin Liquor. How did I miss him?
Yep. That was
Them.
Saturday night.
Where?
Yes, Saturday
Where?
night at the Ritz.
Oh,
At the
really?
Ritz.
Do you remember that outdoor space in St. Pete that Tin Liquor was here for?
The Edge?
Late Night Flights.
The Edge.
Yeah, the Edge.
Yep.
Late Night Flights
Oh.
did that
Before
years
they
ago.
built the hotel that is sitting on that space.
That
Is
was
that-
where I saw Tin Liquor for the first time. I was like, wow.
Yeah, they're good.
This is
Yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
guy. I like listening to them a lot. They're yeah. No,
Is
I
this the
agree.
hotel that was built in that space?
Yeah, we're sitting on the space.
Oh my God. Oh my
Is
God.
the
Hello,
space
Moxy.
Yeah, that's why I said that. Yeah, we're sitting in the
Wow.
hotel that was
Yeah.
built on said space.
Full circle moment.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
crazy.
is the space. Like,
Yeah.
just told my head's.
You don't feel the Tin Liquor energy right here?
Yeah, there
That's
we go.
why I like this space.
That's how it works.
Speaking of, we're at the Moxy in downtown St.
Yes, we
Pete.
are. Big ups to you,
We're-
Moxy.
We're in their podcast
Yeah, thanks for
room.
having us each and every Monday.
Yes. Always taking really good care of us.
Yes.
They continue to amaze me with the development of this space overall. There are a lot of people out there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out in the lobby. We do need to go check out the upstairs rooftop one
Yeah.
of these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
haven't
do.
done that yet. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still haven't.
Have several friends that have been playing up there. So
Y'all.
All right, guys. So make sure you guys like, subscribe to us at Humble House Rec on YouTube, or Humble House Records on YouTube. Follow us on Houseology Live on Instagram, Humble House Records, Humble Bass on IG.
Give us
Make
a
sure,
call.
yes, please give us a call at 727-342-0550. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions for our upcoming guest, we'll take those as well. Also, be sure to follow each and one of our other guys. You got Rave Daddy on Instagram. We got DJ Embrace
you.
with an E, with a 3 as an E on the end. And we have Danielle on social media who does something on there. I don't even know if she even wants. Do you even social media?
You know,
Do you
I was
even
just saying.
social?
I was just saying. I actually need an assistant, so if somebody's looking to get hired, I would love that. My life is really, really busy.
I know you don't ever social media like that. You get on
I
there real
used
quick.
to-
You pop on there. You pop out.
I know it's funny because I'll be in there, in there like swimwear, and then all of a sudden I'll be like,
Yeah, no, I feel
just like quietly start phasing. I'm like, oh, they got this.
I
Like,
feel
It's balanced.
you guys, yeah,
It's
yeah. Thanks for
balanced.
posting. Repost. I'll randomly post every once in a while, but yeah, if anybody's looking to get hired as an assistant for to manage my social media,
There you go.
I really need to get it out there though. I need to be. I have a good amount of people that follow me locally.
Yeah, you do.
So, yeah, I need to do better.
Yeah. You heard it. She said she needs to do better.
I did.
I didn't say it. She did.
I'm that way though. I do social media in spurts.
Yeah. You know what? Actually,
I don't even have my phone right now. I left it in the
truck.
truck. I just realized that. I'm sitting there.
Wow.
I hope there's no emergencies in the next 90 minutes.
So all right, guys, our guest coming up next is Quinn Blalock. We're gonna go through all of his interactions with the community. Again, if you have any questions, please call us at 727-342-0550. Like, subscribe, and what is that? Ring the notifications bell. Is that what they usually say?
Yeah, ring the notification so
There
you
you
can
go.
know whenever we on
the new
the
thing.
air.
Live on YouTube.
Yes.
Comment, do all the things. Yeah, I commented, and then I realized last week that I was after the fact. I didn't realize that I paused.
You were
it.
that person.
Oh yeah, with the first. Yeah.
See how it
So
is.
upset with myself. I'm over here. I'm messaging. I'm like, and it goes, this chat has ended. I was like,
I will manage the chat. All right, guys, we're gonna have Danielle do our interview when we get back with Quinn Blalock, and then we'll have our wrap-up show where we talk about what's coming up in the scene and beyond.
It's
Stay
already
tuned.
7 o'clock.
I know. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
Imagine a music industry empowering independent artists.
Humble House Radio makes it happen. Join our mission.
Volunteer, collaborate, or join our dynamic team.
Share your expertise, time, or passion. Together, amplify artistic voices.
Gain valuable experience, network, and make a difference.
Email Humble House Records at humblehouserec@djketone.com or DM on social media.
Humble House Records, we make a difference.
Hey Houseology Live fam, Volume here with Ketone.
We're excited to share St. Pete Beach's best-kept secret, Cabana Club Rentals.
Unwind in luxurious cabanas, umbrellas, and everything you need for the perfect beach day without lifting a finger. Let us do the work for you.
Book now at stpetebeachcabanarentals.com. Use code Houseology15 for 15% off.
You know, it's great. We got Quinn sitting down here in the studio now. Danielle's taken her position, and as you can see here on the couch, the men's couch over here on the other side of the room. You know, I just realized my shirt blends right in with the pillows. I'm like sitting here in the light. I'm going like, how did I'll never wear this shirt again.
Oh, it does.
I look fat enough as it is. Then I got two pillows now on both sides of me. It just looked like I fill up the whole couch.
You look shredded, dude.
Ugh.
Floating head.
Just that's how we do it. That's how we do things here.
All right, guys. We got Quinn Blalock joining us in on Houseology Live at the Moxy. What's up, Quinn?
Not much, man. I'm loving life.
Yeah, man.
This is a beautiful place you guys got here.
Thank you, man. Well, it's not ours.
so
I would love to
it's-
say it's ours, but it's
Wow, I
not.
can't believe you started a hotel for the podcast. That's
Yes, exactly. Now you know how it works.
Yeah,
That's how we roll.
Yeah, we do big shit. Big shit.
Listen, we actually are millionaires, and we just didn't want to tell everyone. So we started this nice hotel and ran a
Secrets
podcast.
out. Secrets out.
Yeah.
And I'm still late paying my credit card bill.
So big ups, guys. We got Quinn Blalock. Make sure you follow him at Quinn Blalock on Instagram. He is a part of One of Us. He releases music on Stress Free Records. He also teaches at the Beat Music Academy. You got a new track out called Groovin' Ain't Dancin', yeah?
Yeah.
I did hear it today.
No, you did.
I heard a sample.
Just today?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, just today.
So funny. So we released the extended version.
Okay.
On Spotify. Yeah, right. But then we were like, we want to release a radio edit. So, anyways, it was up for like 24 hours, and we just went back and made a radio edit like 3 days ago, and so we're gonna re-release it. So you guys can actually pre-save.
All right.
It's off, and it will be back on in a few weeks.
I don't get a promo code to get it for free.
Yeah.
I mean, I DJ in the area.
Of course. I mean, of course. Yeah.
You got to send out those promos, man.
Pre-save the like skis. You know what I mean? You can get the song for free, but algorithm stuff.
Good,
But
good.
yeah, that's cool that you heard it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you've got a lot of things going on. We're gonna give the interview over to Danielle,
Sick.
and she'll take it away.
hi,
Hello.
long time no see.
I know. My favorite person.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
High fives.
you're my favorite person.
Nice. It's gonna be a good interview then.
Yeah, your energy is always so great. So, and I don't know how long have I known you now. Too long.
Since I moved back here, I mean,
So
at
you're
least
from
4 years,
California.
3 years. Well, I moved.
Well, you moved from California
Yeah.
before here.
A lot of movement.
Yeah.
But I was in Vegas, in between California, then Vegas, then
That's right.
here, and that's where
I
we
forgot
met.
about Vegas. Yeah.
Remember I came in and you were throwing those beach parties?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And they're
I was
like, hey, meet this guy. He's from California. And I was like, oh, okay. Never been to California. That's cool. And then you were just like, yeah, this is a vibe. How can I help?
Yeah.
And that was the best thing that I could have experienced as somebody that was just there to bring the community together. And that's really what you're about. You've gotten really involved in One of Us with Door for a bit, and then now you're with the Beat Music Academy, and you're bringing that to the community too. So let's start at the top. Let's talk about you. What brought you into music?
So my dad worked at a music shop when I was younger. So like 11 years old, my dad would come home with all these really fucking eclectic and cool instruments. Like we had 7 different guitars, 4 different basses, a drum set, and he was like a collector.
Right.
So he didn't play as much as he like appreciated and collected. So, I grew up with him, going to school and listening to the greatest hits records, Quinn, Van Halen, all the good stuff. Jimi Hendrix, my favorite. And he would then bring the instruments home. So I was a young kid, and I'm like, seeing how passionate he was about it, it made me like, I don't know, want to be involved, want to play around.
Yeah.
And I picked up a guitar first, about 11 or 12 years old. Mm-hmm. Obsessed with that for like 3 or 4 years. And then I joined a couple bands, and we needed a drummer. So I learned drums because I had the drum set there. And from there I started like really getting fired up on learning how to play the whole song. So play the guitar part, the bass part, the drum part. Not much of a singer, but and then just obsession. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
But from there on, and then I'll never forget the day I learned saw Ableton or realized I didn't even know. It was like I just knew bands, if that makes sense.
Right.
And I didn't know production, what it looked like on the other side of it. And one of my boys, Dimitri, it was me, Dimitri, Kyle Kench, Brandon Sutton. You know those names, but Dimitri ended up being a doctor. So you guys probably moved to Chicago. But this guy was all time nerd energy. He pulls up this, he's like, looks like coding,
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can make anything you want. He's like, do anything you want, any sound. He's like, record a bird. You can make a song. I'm like, that's insane, you know, because with guitar, you're so limited. Piano, I mean, it's amazing. You have the range, but you're limited to an extent, at least in my experience. And freaked out. I'm like, what do you need to do this? He's like, you need a MacBook. And
that's it.
I that day bought a MacBook on credit. We talked about being late through credit card bills. I think I'm still paying that off, but I bought I might have just done it. It's very recent. I was like, it's crazy. I'm still paying off that MacBook 2015.
I mean, if it was one of those Tower Macs, you definitely are still paying that one off.
I was just talking
Dude,
about my
the prices are
2015
crazy.
MacBook. That thing is still living. It's still kicking.
Strong.
Ableton is on it.
It's strong.
Yep.
Elise actually has it now. Shout out to Elise.
Okay.
But
I just saw her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's kicking on the 2015 MacBook. So that's how I got into music. The rest is history, essentially. Just obsession.
It's so crazy to watch you work in Ableton because I just look at it and you're like, I'm like, did you just take that and make it this long when it was this big initially? And I'm like, that sounds really wrong.
Let's loop that over and over.
Hey, Danielle, I got a trick I want to show you.
I quit.
Oh, sorry for the people who are just listening on the radio. They're like, Danielle did what? What was that Instagram again?
He erected great sound.
Oh, I can't. I'm done. Let's just wrap the show now.
That's awesome.
I quit. Anyways, no, but it's insane watching you work in Ableton, and I loved when you brought in a lot of the natural sounds when you brought over your microphone to Wonderfield, and you were just recording all the sounds around, and you're like, I want to bring this organic sound in, and it's interesting because you started out in hip hop, yeah, and now. Well,
yeah, I was in a lot of hardcore bands when I was younger, and then I also played for my church at the time.
Yeah.
So I made worship music.
You went to church to repent from the hardcoreness, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's the duality there. Yeah. I'd be like, "Whoa," and then I'd like go to church. Oh, Jesus. Like it was definitely a big like shift. But I started there, but professionally, pop and hip hop were like, when I started producing, what started, I guess, like paying me, if that makes any sense. But I was all like for electronic music, like early on. I started in trap, and then, trap and hip hop are hand in hand, I feel like.
Yeah.
Trap's just a little bit
Right.
fancier.
Right.
But yeah, I guess you could say hip hop.
So who's probably your biggest inspiration that in the music world? I know you're close with Kyle, and it's so crazy watching him boom as much as he has.
Yeah, Kyle's awesome.
Yeah, but who's your inspiration?
I mean, I have a ton. Quincy Jones, obviously. G, rest in peace. Rick Rubin, absolutely amazing. Jimi Hendrix, we mentioned earlier, was like, Jimi Hendrix was my everything.
Yeah.
Like literally, like Jimi Hendrix changed me as a person. Like there was something about, and I talked about it the other day, they call it the Jimi Hendrix Experience, his album, but like, because all these artists were so cookie cutter. You go on, like you're going to play your set list from your latest release over and over and again. But Jimi Hendrix brought something to music that was like, it was an emotion. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I showed someone the other day when he like humped the guitar and lit it on fire, playing dun, dun, Wild Thing.
Wild Thing.
Yeah. It was the sickest. It's the sickest video because you're like, this guy. They're showing the crowd during the video too, and the crowd, like some of the crowd's mad.
Yeah.
Like, but most of the crowd is like upset.
Right.
But some people kind of get it. They're like, oh, he's kind of breaking the boundaries of this cookie cutter structured like way of playing and listening to music,
Right.
and he's like making it about emotion and expression and dynamics. So, anyways, Jimi Hendrix is, and then Freddie Mercury from Queen. Well, like what a genius!
Wow.
Like the AIDS benefit. Someone said like you go to any concert ever, AIDS benefit, Freddie Mercury, like hands down.
It's incredible.
The one that's in the
what he was
movie?
able to do.
The one that's in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a great way to like end that movie.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. What a powerful moment.
It's movement. Like that was huge movement.
Oh yeah.
And that I feel the community, like, right. You and I talk about community all the time, but
Right.
that's like, you look around and it's not, the people aren't there because they're obsessed with the person. They're obsessed with the people around them, the community, what they bring together, and what art they bring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that can genuinely be applied to anything.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, it's like, it's the ego conversation. Like you could move towards your practice because you want you to be more seen, or you can move towards your practice because you know that it changes something in the collective.
Yeah.
And like, no matter what you do, there's a, oh, hell yeah.
Oh my, thank
you. This is water.
That's DJ Volume right there. Bow, 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 bow. At the Moxy.
Sick name, DJ Volume. Yeah, anyways, moral of the story is my inspirations are Quincy Jones, Rick Rubin. I mean, fucking musicians. Mark Hoppus with Blink-182. Yeah, a bunch. And I continue to get new inspirations every day, but those are some of the people. A Day to Remember inspired me a ton. Jeremy. Yeah. Oh, so from first to last, Sonny Moore, who ended up being Skrillex. Massive inspiration early on.
Skrillex.
I'm just trying to think of people who I was like obsessed with back in the day. Silverstein, Seosin, music producers. See, I didn't even know I didn't even know what it was until my freshman year of college. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I genuinely didn't even... Wait, can we cuss on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too late now, baby.
What the...
Yeah, we don't have a cuss button. Go right ahead.
Yeah. Drop all of them.
But anyways, ton of inspirations.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It looks like...
Oh, I just want to let you know that Hype Steve's listening, and he said to remind you about the India trip, Curry Life.
Oh.
I don't know, but he says he loves you, and he thinks you're a fantastic DJ, and you make him dance.
Aw, he's trying to
make him dance his
He's trying
ass
to get a
off.
spot at a state on Saturday too.
No, that's sweet. That's sweet. Thank you. And yeah, India, Curry Life.
So tell us about India. What, Curry Life?
Yeah, so I just got back from India,
Yeah.
which some cool things I didn't expect.
Awesome dance moves, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How long did that take you practicing?
So I missed the first practice because I was like
figured.
a little under the weather. Yeah.
Just the post that was posted. It was like, I love this so much.
I was figuring it out on the spot.
Yeah, you could.
And
And then you got it.
Yeah.
You're quick.
yeah, and I mean it wasn't that, the
You're
dance.
like doing the sprinkler or the photocopier. Or
Yeah,
like, oh, okay.
they made this. It's really cool. They made this this dance move for this wedding that was Eastern and Western influenced. And I guess it's a tradition in Indian weddings. They're big dancers. If you've ever seen the Bollywood movies,
There's always a dance number in every Bollywood movie.
yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's like your mom's cooking dinner and they're
And
like
they say it's
porridge
break
and onions and like they just like throw these. It's crazy. Like and I just learned a lot about Indian culture and it was cool to be involved in it. Like I had to buy the kurtis and the different outfits. Like I got there, I packed very little things. I just packed these overhang T-shirts and these like loose pants and these like Converse to go to India. And on the first day, they're like, because they hired me to do a wedding, but their weddings are 10 days long. So they hired me to do 4 days of this wedding, and they do these after parties. So I wasn't playing the wedding; I was playing the after parties. And these people are like, initially they booked Guy Gerber, but he backed out. Like these people, they booked 4 other DJs, one's from Rome, super amazing. Like all the DJs were really cool, but like.
Traditional Indian weddings are great, though.
They're
like,
so sick.
I've been to India about 4 times and love it. Everything about I love everything about India. Now, there's a lot of bad things about India, but I mean, I love. It's great, the tradition, the food, the way the families get involved, especially when it's a traditional.
Yeah.
The food was
The
great.
henna.
Yeah, right. Which is
My friend is Indian, and Showtime in our collective, he's also from India.
his parents have a couple restaurants like outside of Mumbai, I guess.
Yeah, yep, exactly. But I was gonna say, yeah, you spent a lot of time with him. No, it's so interesting, like how long it goes.
Yeah, I took some notes. The barat is something I'm for sure doing on my wedding, which is like basically the groom's family, everyone that's on the groom's side, and the groom travel to the wedding. So they could take a horse, they could walk, they could be carried on your shoulders, they could be in a car, whatever. Elephant, yeah, that's what Angie wanted. She's like, I hope there's an elephant. And
I think that's pretty traditional.
yeah, right. There wasn't an elephant. It was a Mercedes. Yeah, the modern Barat. Yeah. But and I'll show you guys after the show because I guess no one can see it on here. But I have this. It was a moving, like it was made for. It was a DJ with a sign that said like Varun's Barat. And he was playing psytrance for like, yes, because we're in Goa, which is like right underneath where Arjuna is, like the Arjuna location is. It's weird, like the juxtaposition there. But in Goa, it's popular for this psytrance energy. So that's where the after parties of the wedding were hosted, was in Goa.
That's sweet.
So we're in Goa, sunset, and we're supposed to delay the groom. So the idea is that the whole bride and her family are waiting at the wedding location. And on your way there, you're just delaying the wedding. Like the start time, it's the whole concept. Like there's obviously like different kind of traditional values there, but like I'm probably being really rude with the way I describe this, but you get my vibes. You know what I mean? I no bad intentions. So we delayed him an hour and a half. So the wedding was nighttime by the time the wedding hit, and we're just like psytrance. It was so.
You finally roll up there.
I was like, and you were like, was it hard to learn like the dance moves or the vibes? And I was like, I was just committed. I committed early. I'm like, look, like this is a once in a lifetime thing. Like I'm gonna go all out on like their tradition and really feel it. And I see it as an opportunity. Like anytime you travel or you listen to these different types of music, you're getting inspiration from the culture. It's like why I love going to anywhere outside of America. I love to see how like they experience and play music. And it wasn't just that. It was like how they experience life and how they look at a marriage or a union between two people. So it was just, it's amazing. But yeah, back from India, and India was dope.
Wow.
It was hot. It was really hot during this time. Yeah, because it's opposite. I don't know.
It's like opposite over there. So this is kind of like their summer.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah.
So would you deem this as the most memorable experience of like your performance that you've ever done? Because you DJ'd this, right?
Yeah.
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 Or,
I mean,
or is there another?
in terms of experiencing it, like just being there for 10 days, because I had to be, like I almost
Right.
wish he would have just had me there for like 2 days or whatever. But that was an experience, right? Like
That is a long time to spend over there.
long time to spend over there. Like that was an experience. But I've had more, I guess, and I loved it and stuff. Like no negative, but I've had more.
meaningful.
Yeah, I really like Comuna 13 in Colombia,
Yeah.
just because it was like I went to this place that is like, let's just call it like up and coming. Like it's a little bit impoverished in Colombia. It's a typically bad area, but the artists and the children and everyone, the communities brought so much to make this city, like this part of the city, be like a tourist attraction, so that they can like kind of elevate their income and their lifestyle, et cetera, et cetera. But they're such like beautiful fucking people. And I went there on a tour like of their graffiti. And my tour guide was like talking. He wasn't just talking about the graffiti. He was talking about the history of this like little neighborhood in Colombia. And I was like, dude, like, be sick to just like set up music and play on the edge of this place. And he let me do it. And what was amazing is the community just walks by and just like fills up. Like there was no announcement. There's no nothing. It was just this beautiful kind of like lesser than neighborhood in Colombia, like off the beaten path. And that was, for hands down, that was the most memorable, at least so far, because it was, I don't know, unexpected, unique, unannounced, and like in such a like the way that the community kind of just almost like like what's the fucking bugs, the night bugs that go toward, and there's a light, and they're like, I'm coming through.
Moth.
Like,
Moth.
yeah, like that.
Moth
it was,
the light.
it was just people couldn't get up there. Like after like 30 minutes, it wasn't after like a couple hours. It was like boom.
And this was just you in Colombia, just DJing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
found
what's
some
up.
equipment and found some speakers, and I
Okay.
rented them out. And we had to get a bodyguard. Like the person who was renting out the equipment was like,
Yeah.
"I won't rent it to you unless you have a bodyguard." So
Okay.
we had to get an armed bodyguard. His name was Buffalo. This guy's the shit. Like he huge dude,
Yeah.
like massive.
Looks
He
like a
used-
buffalo.
yeah, again, I'll show you guys videos afterwards, but like so big, and he guides us up. You have to walk up the community, like you can't drive a car. So we had
Yeah.
to. I have videos. There's like me, Kyle, Sam, a couple other people, Chandler, and we're carrying speakers and gear like
That's sick.
up this fucking comuna, which they're like houses stacked on top of each other, kind of.
Yeah.
That's was the most memorable experience. But this was amazing and beautiful in top 3.
Yeah, that's cool. So, are you a part of the creation of that like exclusive thing that the One of Us crew is
The
like
expedition.
that expedition?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you
yeah.
a part of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually so. For the past 7 years, I've been hosting retreats.
Right.
I took a break for the past couple of years, and I talked to Dora about it. I'm like, your community, this would be sick, right? Like, and it is gonna be sick.
I love I love the concept. Complete strangers, 14, right?
No, they'll be. So right now, we just sent out first invites Thursday
Right.
night. So everyone's been through like an extensive interview process. There was a questionnaire. We got rid of everyone's names, and we only looked at like intention for going on a trip like this. And we like super selective. It's not exclusivity for exclusivity purposes. It's exclusivity for a very like unique, like what we're calling social fabric. Like get together because community, we keep talking about community is everything. So you get together people that are there for different reasons and can kind of support each other in the expedition, in the adventure, in the natural like twists and turns that you go through on a trip, on a vacation of any sort. That's where the value of a retreat. You change people's comfort zones. You put them in a new location. You take their control away because they have no idea of what's going to happen day to day. And then you kind of like, hey, see what happens within yourself.
See, I travel so often by myself that would be the reason why I travel is because I don't want everybody else to ruin my fun. If I want to veg
Yes.
out on a day, I want to veg out on a day. If I want to, if I want to go and stay up until 7 a.m. the next morning, I want to do that.
Right.
If I just want to enjoy my jet lag and sleep for 16 hours,
Yeah,
fuck it.
I found that
Right.
going to events and stuff, I actually like going to events by myself.
Me too, with my earplugs
and
in.
it's nothing mean, it's nothing rude, it's nothing I don't want
Yeah.
other people around me, but it just allows me to do what I want to do without interruption, like you just said.
a little
Right.
look hood up. Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I vibe, right in the center.
Whenever I go to an event by myself, though, I feel I already am socially awkward, so I feel even more socially awkward if I'm by myself.
Yeah.
So, but I'm curious about the retreat. This it's called the Expedition. So, like, what is it that you guys are setting them up to do in this?
Yeah, so
expedition?
I'm going to be a little broad in general because a lot of the details are, but I would say that it's a mixture between self-discovery, adventure, community, music and dance, obviously. That's what one of us is built off of. So there will be shows and concerts out in Costa Rica. But yeah, just the perfect blend.
Are there going to be, so when you say creativity, just knowing you as a person, I know there's going to be some form of like, maybe everybody grab an instrument kind of night. I feel that there's going to be something where there is a creation circle that happens at least 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
And with Dor and his creativity too. And I don't know who else is involved in that. Just knowing a few of you guys, I feel like there's going to be something cool that comes out of this that I'm sitting here trying to have you tell me.
Yeah.
That that's what.
No, I will not.
Dang it!
Yeah,
I tried.
but you're killing it. I mean, you're doing great. Yeah, no, I've done these for a long time, and my very first retreat, the number one lesson I learned was like, don't tell people like too much. It's really important.
That's my job. I literally tell everybody, don't.
Are you a good
don't
secret keeper?
Don't show your.
Yeah,
don't
I
show
am.
your card.
Yeah, I'm a great secret keeper, man. I
Yeah.
can totally like straight face.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. No, he knows everything. Actually.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
evolved.
That's how you. I mean, I got some friends, and I like respect my friends, and it's like I want to be a safe place for them.
So
you know what I mean?
are there-
No, secret keeping is part of that.
Is there going
It's
to be
great.
is there going to be something where there's an NDA signed so that the experiences that happen there are going to be in?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. Like, I would say no. We're definitely going to be filming stuff, but it's just about like the people on the retreat when they show up. I just want them to have their intention in mind. Of course, we have their intention in mind. That's how they ended up on the interview process. But like they're like at the same time their mind open. Like, and I don't want them to have too many expectations. So if I gave you like a detailed agenda right now, then people will have a ton of expectations.
Yeah, a lot of expectations.
So I
right.
just want to like keep that from happening. And kind of just trust in the, detailed production that one of us typically provides that like you'll leave, you've had a good time.
Well, one of us whole concept was to just drop an address. That was where they started is
Right.
dropping addresses during COVID.
Sick.
And if you know, right? That's the whole
Sick.
the whole
If you're one of
concept.
us.
And
Sick. Interesting.
yeah, you didn't know this?
No.
They would just drop addresses. And it started out as like house parties, and then it went to warehouse parties, and they were known as the like warehouse parties. But nobody, you didn't know. Who did I see? Oh my gosh, I cannot think. It was up in North Tampa. I cannot think of his name all of a sudden, but it was like my very first One of Us event, and it was vibes. It was straight up vibes, but it was during COVID. And
Wow.
you had no idea until the day of, if you had bought a ticket, that this is where you're going to be going. And this was the address that you would go to. But it was
Right.
within hours, like maybe 2 hours before, an hour before. But you had to know somebody that would invite you to it. They would drop you the address. And
Were they free parties too?
no. Some
No?
of them, so they started out free from what I understand, but it was affordable. There was not much expense when it came to it, but if you
Parties now are.
Now it's like a
pricey,
$90.
bro.
Now it's a 90.
Yeah.
You catch it too late. It's a $90
Dude.
ticket.
yeah, I don't think it was
One of my
expensive.
boys hit me up the other day, Camille, who's amazing, and he's like, dog, like, what's with the? And I don't look at the ticket prices. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because I'm just vibing. I'm doing the production, whatever. I'm hanging, and then I looked. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they're
serious.
expensive. They're
They are
You got to pay.
expensive.
Motor and club ain't cheap.
Oh,
No.
it's not. I mean, motor and the artist, right? And
Yeah.
then the
Yep.
the level of production
Yep.
with
None of that's
Nomad,
cheap.
Naughty, Jason, like it's not. Yeah, it's not. I mean,
Yeah,
they do
those
some of the
function
bigger
ones.
productions in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they. I mean, Raul is amazing. By the way, shout outs to Raul. He's done really well. They put him on as a resident at Space, and they keep giving him more and more gigs. He's hitting Jolene now. He's doing a proper track. Raul's amazing, and he inspired me in college. Like, helped me so much. As a
Who is this?
Jason Raul. Look into him. Jason Raul's amazing.
Jason's a good guy. I've done
Oh,
business with
Ralt.
him.
Yeah,
Ralt.
yeah.
Yes, he's in Miami a lot. He does a lot of Miami stuff. I know Ralt.
He lives
yes.
out there. Well, his Nomad Sound Systems, it started with his brothers. They did tents, and then they added in the sound, and then that production leveled up. Now they do shows like they did Get Lost in Miami. Miami Music Week?
Yeah.
Most of the best parties, they've
Yeah,
said
they're
this.
doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just did Sarah Landry, or Landry. How do you even...
Landry.
Landry.
I've been being like Laundry the whole time. Sarah Laundry. No.
Sarah's Laundry.
I am so bad with artist names. Like, I don't know who else shares this, but I'm terrible with the
You're just bad with
pronunciation.
names.
Yeah, I am. I'm bad with names, and I own it.
Yeah.
So.
You're like, I'm so sorry. I know you. I'm probably going to forget
Yeah.
later, but I know you.
Yeah,
you,
right.
You do remember people very well. Like,
Right.
you'll be able to know something about them. That's one of the
Totally.
good characteristics.
Names
about
are tough.
you. I don't know.
Names are tough.
So Quinn, give us a little rundown on 2025, man.
Yeah,
Oh, what's coming?
Yeah. What you got?
What's
What you got going
next?
on? We know. Well, we know you're doing stress free, right? You're part
Yeah.
of stress free.
Yeah.
So talk about that along with your 2025 goals.
Okay, so rip some stuff, some fun stuff for the community. We've got Stress Free, which is the coolest thing ever. It is just the community getting together and just straight up saying, fuck it. Like, there's so many stressful things in life. Like, I think the last thing we want to be stressful is the music and the parties and the fun and the community and the connection. Like, fuck. But we can put so much, like, pressure on ourselves in this day and age, like, to make everything kind of perfect or profitable or blah, 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 blah. So Stress Free is the sickest fucking group of people, and it's not even like a closed group of people. It's like whatever, like we just did a session, Brian and Kitchen the other day. They did a couple sessions. We're like, we love obviously the late night guys, like they're the best.
Yeah.
So it's just this city, this community, like immediate. Like anyone can come in the studio. We make a song. Like, it doesn't matter. We're not putting pressure on it. Reminds me a lot of what you've been doing for a while with Humble House. I mean,
Right.
very similar. Like, I would say almost the exact same. And so
Thank
like,
you, man. But where's the studio at?
so there's obviously I have my studio, and then Brian has a studio. It's probably like 8 minutes away from here. That he just put in some amazing, just top-notch speakers. We got a Hydrosynth in there.
Okay.
We got a little
Gorgeous.
909. We got like some just amazing. He continues to advance it. So I kind of have some benefits to my studio. He has some benefits to his.
Yeah, very good.
But our session, I mean, we're super open. Like I just did a session with Vinny on Friday night. He came through. Vin Solo.
Vin Solo.
Vin Solo. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no, I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
heard Vince Solo in a minute.
Oh, bro.
I still have 2 of his tracks that I don't even think he released yet. I'm like, dude, what are you
He's
doing with
sitting
these?
on so many tracks.
He had to borrow my flash drive for Odyssey Music Festival, and I'm
Keep flash
pretty
drives on
sure,
you.
I'm pretty sure all of his music from that set is still on my
Yeah.
flash drive.
Yeah,
There you
keep
go.
that. Keep
nice,
that.
you got some gold.
Don't tell me.
I accidentally did that. Someone the other day was like, "Hey man, like I got this new download. Like it's open, like the Pioneer 2, or it does the 2 different versions now."
Yeah.
And they're like, "It's not working. Can you like give me your?" Yeah, I'm like, "See if it works." And they took all of my music.
No
like,
way.
Yeah, I am not saying names.
See, you clicked the sync with my tag. That's what you did. I know what you did. I know what you did. Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
and it was one of those
Oops.
things where like that was so smooth, so I can't hate it that much.
yeah, you can.
As I crack my knuckles, I can't hate it that much.
You're like,
you
thank
can.
God I'm part of Stress Free.
Afterwards, I just felt, yeah, no stress.
He was like, no stress.
But bro, like that's honestly the best part about Stress Free is it's an intention and it's a reminder.
Yeah.
A lot of times we try to build the things that we feel like, we want to become, not the things that we already are. Like
Right.
that's just natural. And this, between Brian and I, and Schmitty and Breezy and Rindle and anyone who again wants to work, it's like we need to get back to the core of music, which is it's fucking music, it's expression. Just make it.
Yeah.
And I do believe there is, we're coming up with some automated systems to make this easier, and I'm sure you've been working on this for years, but the distribution and marketing aspect of music, just kind of automating that instead of putting as much pressure behind every release having to be a success. Just being like, look, what the community knows from us is that we're consistent. And so that's where Groovin' Ain't Dancin', which is coming out in the next couple weeks, but we released it and we're like, fuck, shit, it didn't follow our automation processes. So we need to come back and then put it through the radio edit, put the extended on SoundCloud, Beatport, all the good stuff. And that's actually why we pulled back from it. It's because we're like, it's not that the song is released, it's that the process is stress-free.
Yeah, very good. It's not easy to release music. People think it's not easy to release music properly. So if you automated it, if you can find a way to make those processes stress-free, you have a good time,
Right.
And I think you guys are doing that. I see you guys did a pop-up at the park. That was awesome.
Oh, so cool,
it was
man.
like a sunset sunset.
Yeah.
That part.
It looked
Did
awesome.
you guys go or?
No, I didn't get a chance to make it.
Not this last one.
I'm usually working when people are doing stuff. If
Yeah.
I'm not trying to plan stuff for my stuff or for our stuff, I'm working. You know,
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
I try to support. But if I don't, I'll see it. I'll give you a heart.
Yeah,
I'll give
yeah,
you a heart real quick. You know.
Right.
We love the hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, pop-ups are. I love pop-ups. They're like specifically like I've been doing pop-ups in this city for a while. Had people at like my house. Like I don't even like I'm hang because if I haven't played for a while, gotten a set out, it's like let's like you know.
Yeah.
Someone's like, hey, let's get people together and hang
Yeah.
out. So
I
that-
love your pop-ups though. Like even at your house, because you're like all of a sudden you're cracking out art stuff. Even when we went to the beach that random day, I was like, all right, let's bring out some art stuff.
I
'Cause
saw
of
Bubbles
you because
at
of
one of your
you,
parties.
though. Yeah,
Bubbles
Bubbles.
are
Yeah, I saw Bubbles at one of your
Yes.
parties. I was like, damn, I missed the Bubbles.
Yes, the Bubbles.
The Bubbles? Not
The
the Bubbles.
Bubbles.
But they were filled with like lavender and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they were filled with all sorts of
Essential
different-
oil in the bubbles.
in the bubbles. It
So
was-
they pop and you get a nice little scent.
Yeah.
At one of our events, those bubbles were filled with something else. But yeah, that's great what they're doing there. That's very creative.
No, you really are a very creative mind. You've been that creative mind. So, as far as like next moves, you got 2025.
Yeah.
That's flowing through.
Yeah, so a song a month. Expect a song a month. Like there's so much music coming out. Over the next year, 15 songs will be released. I have a couple songs that are signed to some record
You know, there's
labels.
only 12 months in the year.
No, I know.
Okay.
But you're gonna get some surprises. And then
Let that man create.
Let him
Yeah.
cook.
Let
Right,
him cook.
let them
him
cook.
cook.
And actually, I think there's 13. If you like really look, like you're not on the like American calendar, you just look at seasons and how they evolve. But whatever. But like 15 songs. And then that's again back to the stress free. It's like at each song, the music just doesn't. It doesn't just get better or it doesn't just express a different energy, but the process gets cleaner. So for me, it's not about like each song being like the end all be all. It's about really sharing like what my expression and brand and like who I am. I think a lot of people, and I just experienced this even in India, like they book me and they're like, you do this. It's like, I get fuck. It's my fault, but you don't really know me, right? You might see like a clip and expect me to be like tribal.
Oh,
Or you
yeah.
like listen to the first song and you're like, oh, he does this. It's like, dude, no, I do not. Like I can give you some references of people that I love, and I've boiled it down to Jamie Jones, Dennis Cruz, and Bedouin. And then just because to me, Jamie Jones, like house, funk, tech, like good time, like dynamic, like
For sure.
boundaryless. Dennis Cruz just like sexy thumping, consistent, like all a good time. Then Bedouin gets into that more tribal, world, ethnic energy, right? So those are typically like the dynamics that you're going to go through in my set with a couple surprises. And so, but the music that I make, I genuinely don't know where it's going to go, and I like that.
Yeah.
Like I want to hold on to that part of the creation. That is like, that's my journal.
I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's hard when you start learning the technicalities with music and learning all what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And then, but you lose your creativeness.
Right.
You know, in the process.
Well,
Let me
not
ask
as-
you a question really quick. So
Yeah.
for new producers out there, I've read that if you're a new producer, just put it out. Just practice as much as possible and just
Yeah.
put out stuff and don't try to perfect it
Yeah.
because you'll be limited. But now when you become, I don't want to say like veteran, or when you get more experience,
Yeah.
do you put more time into each individual song?
Great question, man.
At one point, do you say, I'm going to focus on this one song and make it full?
Yeah, great question. Great question. So that was an interesting sound. So I get fired up sometimes in making songs quickly, like that because I've spent months on tracks and like since like in the past. One of my like growth points is making music quickly, like because it proves something to me that like it's like similar to life. There's this book I'm reading called Reality Transurfing. Highly recommend it. And they talk about this thing called excess potential, meaning like think about the pressure that you put on something or like the what it is, like so the perfect song, like what that is. That's you're putting excess potential on your creation to be something and it hasn't even been created yet. So I almost like now my focus is to gear that, like when I leave here, you know, I've got to finish the radio edit for Groovin' Ain't Dancin' and then dial off Like That, which is the song I made with Vinny on Friday. In order to do that, I have to pull back the importance of what I believe the song to be and just finish it.
Yep.
So that advice is correct. Like, just finish it.
Just finish it.
And if you put a time, what's that fucking rule where it's like, however much time you give yourself, you will take to complete it.
Yeah.
So just kind of what I would do, what's helped me a lot is categorize my production into 3 different like sessions. And like the first session is the funnest. It's like throwing paint at the wall, like get your soundscapes.
Session.
Yeah, brownstorm. No, but it's it's a brainstorm session. But by the end of that session, it's not a brainstorm.
Yeah, they
so like
have a foundation.
Right, and I like to have a quick arrangement on that. So like break down and drop, just easy peasy at least. Lately, I've been getting a full arrangement out because it fires me up to just play the song.
Yeah.
But
on repeat.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, and so first session, it's like you have like what I call like the essence of the song. You have like your main characters, like ideally it makes you feel something. That's all that matters. And then your second session, you're taking that feeling and you're kind of like brushing off the dust. You know what I mean? You're like dialing in like each sound. You're dialing in the energy. You're not quite mixing and mastering yet, but you're finalizing the arrangement. You're adding on like the kind of the glue, which can be like effects, snare rolls, whatever the fuck. So maybe you're taking a kick out every now and then. Literally doesn't matter. But this is what you're doing. You're for me, you're getting the dust off, and then the third session, you're done, dude. Yeah. Like, and that session sucks. It's the worst.
That's the tedious part.
Yeah.
That's the listening to it over and over again, making sure it sounds good, making sure it passed the car test.
Yeah.
So the headphone test.
The mixing and mastering, I highly recommend that you do it as much as you can every time and you continue learning. I was an engineer for a while, so I was being paid from clients for mixing and mastering. Sure. And at this point, I don't want to mix and master my own songs. So like Groovin was, Omnis was, but Fallback I sent out to this guy in Miami, and I was like, this feels so much better. Like, it just felt better.
Yeah, you got to get off of those sometimes.
Yeah.
It's okay to get off of them sometimes. A lot of people don't understand that, but it's okay.
Yeah. And I highly encourage it. And it just feels, because I want it to be fun. Yep. And I want to do it, right? And when I get into the mixing and mastering, the mixing is a part of the production for me. I've been doing it for so long that it's just part of it. Like when I sent it to the homie, he's like, dude, fuck yeah. On the mix, like, hell yeah. And the master's quick, but it's just nice to get another set of ears on it and just pull back and be like, it's done. Like, it's just nice to check off that song and then go to another expression. Mm-hmm. And that's long-winded, but I hope that...
I think it's a matter of just valuing your time, is that your time is more useful in other areas.
Right.
And that's where I think you recognize that too many people waste time with doing the mundane things. I mean, it's like social media, right? I'll pay somebody... My job, right? What I was starting to do, I looked at my future potential, and I said, I hate doing this. I don't want to do this. This is called pat calling, is what they call it, pre-qualifying a lead, and I hated it. And so I said, you know what? Yeah, it's going to cost me a little bit, but the future that I am getting, the future potential of earnings and returns is far greater in the future, and it's quickly in the future. It's a lot more quickly. Like, I can achieve that goal a lot faster if I just outsource this. And so I think it's important for you to recognize what is my potential return on investment and how quickly can I get that. And if it means that I have to pay a little bit, or if I have to release something out of my control temporarily or even permanently, I'm going to have to do that. So I think that's the important part, that you get paralysis by analysis. A lot of people end up doing, because they'll sit there and they'll just say, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to pay the money, or I don't want to do this, but just do it. Yeah. Because you have to look at what the future is and not look at what's right in your forefront. Just look at what's in your future.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and then I've been using this fun word lately, energy pie. And you just so like the money is fuck money, you know what I mean? I mean, you get money, it comes, it goes, blah blah blah. But energy pie, like your energy, and so like my energy would rather be spent writing in my journal, and that's creating, and that's getting my expressions out, versus going back and forth to my car, like you said, because the anger when you get in your car and it does not. I'm just, you fucking kidding? Like, genuinely, my brain's like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for so long. Why is my bass like engulfing the track right now? You know what I mean? Finally, I turned my bass up like significantly, my subwoofer, like more than it should be. And I'm like, okay, it's getting better. Like I'm tricking my brain into, you know what I
You're
mean?
really enjoying it.
Yeah, well, and to take the bass will engulf your song really fucking fast,
Yeah.
especially if you have an insane kick and an insane bass. And I love bass. I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't? So anyways, I would spend a lot of time where I'm like, perfect. And then even like in my mind, the meters were running great and like everything. Like, and then I go to my car and it's just like.
Sometimes you just got to let go too. Like I'm a programmer, and eventually you just got to go. Okay, I'm not going to improve this anymore because it's good where it's at. Just because I feel like it's not
Right.
as good. And this is true. Some people say this is giving up, or maybe not adding enough effort to it. But you do also have to realize when this is good enough for 99.8% of everybody who's going to hear this.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not happy with this one point, I'm not going to sit here and obsess on it for 3 days.
Right.
And you got to get yourself past that point. It's a mental thing. You got to get yourself past
that's
it.
an art form. That's an art form. Yeah.
You
Yes.
You dabble a lot. ChatGPT.
I wouldn't even call it dabbing.
AI is life for Quinn Blalock.
Yeah, I am an expert.
You are an expert. He's next level. If you guys need a ChatGPT, an AI guru, call Quinn Blalock. Sorry, I'm selling your services.
No, you're good.
It's
I
not
was
for
literally
free. They're
like-
not for free. I'll tell you that. But yeah, he's like, you can tell that too. But you get it, and that's one of those things. Like, yeah, you were one of the first people when ChatGPT came out, and they're like, oh, you can take it to the next level. You just got to pay this small fee. I think it was like $99.99 a month or something like that. And you're like, bye. Like, I don't care. I'll max out my credit card. Bye. I know it's $9.99.
Yeah.
Like, not a big deal. Not gonna max out your credit card, but you were all for that, and it's that like. There's certain things that are going to make your life easier, and outsourcing and that type of
Right.
stuff. My question to you is that this mixing and mastering, if there is AI that can perfect that kind of stuff, it's already there. Now,
That makes me want to break that table.
I
though.
know.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know.
because the problem with AI and like obviously AI is like aiming for creative jobs, is that it can't feel, and like the whole purpose is to feel. Like that's the whole purpose
I
of this
talk
art.
about this all the
So
time.
like even when I'm hiring another human for mixing and mastering, that's what I'm talking about. Is the feeling of the song with
You
them.
can't get that.
I wanted to embody that, and it's even hard to find a good engineer that can work with you when you do make so many different genres. Like you might find a really great guy in techno, or a really great guy in tech house, or a really great guy with house, whatever. But it's hard to find a person that can embody that emotion that you're trying to tell, and then keep the art true to that. I mean, this isn't any art. So ChatGPT is going to do the percentages. It's going
Right.
to do like the numbers. Like this is what people
Zeros and
typically
ones.
like. But to me, that might be a bright mix. Like to me, that might get rid of the energy. To me, it might like not feel as like trippy or ethereal.
Yeah.
Because like maybe ChatGPT thought from a sonic level that the background noise should be brought up and to increase like the flatness of the frequency spectrum. And if it did, fuck you, ChatGPT, because
Yeah.
that's not what I wanted.
Right.
So ultimately, like, yeah, I'm against the AI like taking over the world, but I do believe that the more that happens, the more people are really gonna value handmade shit.
That's exactly right. Like the emotions of it, because in finance, I talk about this all the time. You can't, the emotions, the emotional investor, that's something you cannot put into AI. And so even in the music world, there was, who was the artist that they used AI, the Kanye, right? Was it Kanye? Yeah, and Drake. They used it, and yeah, it was cool. But do you see those hitting the top charts right now? Right, like that's not the stuff that you're hearing hitting top charts. And I think that's really important, is for people to see, like, the point of music is the connection that you feel with the person that's creating that music, right? That's probably the biggest thing, and you can't have that if it's not a person. You can't have that connection with a robot. You can't have that connection with a computer screen. It is what is genuinely, because you're going through emotions. One day you might really love the fact that it's deep in the bass, and then the other day you're like, fuck this. Like, it's not, it's garbage. This is garbage. What am I, playing trap now? And you just feel a whole different thing about it. When, I mean, I've heard your different genres and the different feelings. I've experienced your moods of your music. Just even when you've performed, but even when you've created music itself. And it's very interesting, because like, I think that's where it's okay to embrace the emotions that come in and use those to your advantage in creating. So I like how you are just genuine. You are unapologetically you, and you empower everybody around you to be the same way. And so you really do a great job of pulling the creativity out of people around you, and you do the same thing, Ketone. And so it's nice to know that you have all this going on, and you're a great inspiration. I mean, you're doing the DJ Academy now, and watching those videos that are being posted where you're like, yeah, that's really cool. Like, you're so hyped for these people. Like, yeah, you're doing good. Oh, wow, I wouldn't have done that, but that's really cool. Like, you really do encourage people to bring out the creativity. So, an amazing leader and an amazing teacher, and just overall great person. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was an insane, that was an insane compliment.
Yeah.
All around. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly deserved, man. We
Seriously.
appreciate you coming on Houseology Live here today
Thanks
at
for
the
having
Moxy. We're excited to hear about your journey and to get it out there for the rest of the city, you know, that what you're doing. And just to let the people know where they can find you at, your social medias and any upcoming events that you may have personally going on, for your brand.
Yeah. Quinn Blalock everywhere. So QuinnBlaylock.com, Quinn Blalock on Instagram.
Quinn double N.
Yeah, 2 N's. Quinn, B as in boy, Lalock. And just keep an eye out. Follow me on Instagram. It's the best place to get updates. You'll see all the track releases in there. And reach out to me, DM me, message me, whatever. I'm here to hear from people. And that's it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for joining us again on Houseology Live. Great interview, Danielle. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We will be back for our upcoming segment. It's gonna be quick though. We don't have much going on, right? Next
More
week
talking to Quinn then, right?
more.
Well, he's welcome to stay if he wants.
Yeah,
we don't have
you
to get
can
rid of him.
Yeah, you don't have to leave. But we are going to go into our commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
And here we go.
Woo-woo.
Imagine a music industry empowering independent artists.
Humble House Radio makes it happen. Join our mission.
Volunteer, collaborate, or join our dynamic team.
Share your expertise, time, or passion. Together, amplify artistic voices.
Gain valuable experience, network, and make a difference.
Email Humble House Records at humblehouserec@djketone.com or DM on social media.
Humble House Records, we make a difference.
Hey Houseology Live fam, Volume here with Ketone.
We're excited to share St. Pete Beach's best kept secret, Cabana Club Rentals.
Unwind in luxurious cabanas, umbrellas, and everything you need for the perfect beach day without lifting a finger. Let us do the work for you.
Book now at stpetebeachcabanarentals.com. Use code Houseology15 for 15% off.
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
They're comfortable too.
I
Hey,
know, I
what's
love
up,
this.
guys?
And Ketone has her headphones, just as
Yeah, I'm using her
notes
headphones.
in
But-
case you didn't catch that.
They are really comfy, aren't they?
They are very comfortable.
Yeah. Those are $99. Pioneer.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
All
not
right,
bad.
guys, that was a great interview with Quinn Blalock.
Yeah, that was great.
Love Quinn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a lot of insightful things going on, music-wise, and
ChatGPT wise.
ChatGPT.
I work in marketing, so I'm going to hit him up about ChatGPT
Oh my
stuff.
God.
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
He just has it. And you get him started on that conversation. I've never heard somebody talk so fast in my life.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all so articulate. He's just very specific, like, oh my God, you got to do this. Okay, do this. And then all of a sudden you'll see him get on the mouse and the computer. And then all of a sudden it's like him creating music.
Yeah.
But
like ChatGPT.
Yeah, all of a sudden he has this like full business plan
Nice.
ready to go. He's got this calendar for the next 17 years laid out. You're like, how'd you do that? And he's like, push this button to do this. I told it to do this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, wow, that's
It's
insane.
great, but it's making us a little, I don't want to say the word stupider, but when we automate these processes, we don't take the time to learn to actually do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is true.
It makes us efficient to do other things, but then we lose the essence and the know-how. You know what I mean? I miss, as a kid, I used to go to the library and like actually research stuff. And now the computer and ChatGPT.
I mean, I
and
feel
all
like
that
that's a
stuff.
shortcut of it.
Yeah,
That's the shortcut.
Google has.
It's a shortcut,
Get
for
it
sure.
out of me, or teach it to me, so that I can either do it more efficiently, or you can do it.
It'll do it for you.
Or you
yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
I grew up in the era where Ask Jeeves was a
Yes.
thing.
Hell
Ask
yeah, I
Jeeves.
remember Ask
Oh, wow.
Jeeves.
Yeah.
Yo, Ask
The
Jeeves.
paper clip.
Ask
my God.
Jeeves was. I'm not gonna
That's
say
funny.
it was the best thing, but it was a thing.
It was
'Cause Ask
the
Jeeves will
thing.
lead you down a fucking hole.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you-
Oh yeah.
If you let
Yeah.
it, you think you were dying if you.
It's, I was gonna say it's kind of like WebMD today.
yeah,
you know?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta watch that.
I really do enjoy technology, and I know that as we're continuing to be in the technology, because my life grew up in technology. I talk about this. Like, I remember when our first Dell computer showed up, and like, dude, we got a Dell.
Yeah.
Right, that whole commercial.
Yep.
I was pumped. But it was just as it's continued to develop. I mean, look at us right now, right? We're surrounded by technology.
We're
We're
doing a radio show.
we're alive.
Yeah.
We're thousands of
Yeah.
people
Millions.
can hear us. Millions of people can hear us at any given moment. It is just the coolest thing.
Yeah.
All from one
absolutely.
laptop.
All from one stinking laptop.
Yeah.
Thanks to Rave Daddy Rob.
Yes, big
Seriously,
ups,
big
Rave Daddy.
ups, big
Daddy.
ups, Daddy.
Sometimes I don't mind. I don't like being the center of the operation, though. If any of this goes bad, we're done. So
That's all right.
Yeah,
And then we can just ask ChatGPT.
there we go. Yeah, we can
We're
chat
like,
GPT to do
fix
it.
this.
Fix
How do we
this.
fix this ChatGPT? And they'll be like, well, that's how you do it. Push
You know,
this something. Actually,
with
you
my-
can code straight from ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
well, my full-time job, I just got looped into a project where I'm actually going to help develop AI for purpose of graphics in the broadcast industry with a company that makes graphic systems for the broadcast industry.
There you go.
I think it's really funny that after 28 years, well, it's now I'm up to 31, I think, that I never would have guessed that I would have been helping develop AI for the broadcast industry in 31 years from
Yeah.
when I started, you know.
Yeah.
But it is the stuff that is the
It's
I mean,
moving.
you know,
It's smart. It's
watch
going to
Star
be
Trek.
smarter. It's got the
Star
ability
Trek?
to.
Oh, don't even
It's got
get
the
me started
ability
on
to
that.
Everything
help
that's
us
on Star
beyond-
Trek, we're doing now.
I don't know anything about
beyond
Star Trek.
Our capacity. Oh, what? Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
You all right? All right. You
Yikes.
got to come over. All right, guys. So
We need to
upcoming.
replace her. No, I'm kidding.
What? This is not the first time I'm hearing this.
No, you're
I'm
gonna have.
just
We gotta
trash.
have movie nights over at the house.
Okay, deal.
If I ever bring up being Elron, the leader of the council, and you don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta go. Gotta go.
well,
She's like, all right, well, let me back it
I'm
up.
there you go.
just, you know what? You guys got this show on.
So for upcoming guys, we have Thursday. We have the Launchpad takeover at Saigon Blonde.
That'll be fun.
That's going to be a blast. There's a
GC.
whole bunch of talented people there. GC's going to be there. Eminex, Makobo, Johnny is gonna be
Joanie
there.
with a J.
Joanie.
John.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a
Johnny
night.
from
So-
Jersey. No, I'm kidding.
I think he's from New York.
Oh, is he? Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
close
so, yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's Joanie. It's Jawny.
Yeah, with the one.
When the on.
Because in Philly, they say John. I don't know if he got the name. Like, yo, you ever heard of that? Like, you call something a John?
Like the bathroom.
No, like,
Ouch.
like JAWN. Like, even the way he spells it. Like, in
Yeah,
Philly,
John.
there's a, yo, look at that John over there. You know,
No,
that
Yeah.
girl.
no
Yo,
idea
you got to
about
go to the John. Like, you let me get that John.
Yeah,
it's
no.
it's a noun. For
I didn't know
everything.
that.
Noun.
Yeah,
I've never been to Philly. I actually want to go.
yeah it's a good bring an appetite.
All right.
Good
yeah, I
food.
like some.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Next Monday,
tell us about it.
we got Showtime.
Yes, we do next week.
Our Indian guy, right? We should ask about the Indian wedding.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yo, they go to a lot of weddings too,
They do.
so they're always at something.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say during that point in the interview, all you got to do is watch Bend It Like Beckham. Great movie.
Oh, yeah, great
But they
Bollywood
cover, they have a Indian wedding in there, and it's so funny because it is like perfect, spot on, classic, traditional Indian wedding, and it ends in the end with a guy fighting with another guy with a VHS camcorder because of something he's trying to plot. I'm like, no, that's accurate. No, that is accurate in 1997. I can tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I might have to check it out.
Oh, it's a great movie, bro. You got to
All
watch
right,
it.
all right.
Yeah.
I trust you. Coming up, we have Desire.
Great soundtrack too.
I love movies with great soundtracks, so I'm a sucker for great soundtracks. Desire with Taylor Lace. He hosts that. That's February 28th, so that's, what's that? That's Friday, right?
That's
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. And he just posted a video of the location. It's going to
Okay.
be an actual warehouse.
Okay, nice.
So if you ever been to any of the Desires, I've been to a couple of them. It was at a spot in Ybor. You can rent it out. Dope little venue.
Yeah.
But this one is actually a warehouse.
Very cool.
So it's gonna be
I like the
legit.
little ring he has in the middle to make
Yeah.
it like dope. Listen,
It's
I'm
the
all
brand.
for
Great
I'm all for
brand.
creativity,
Yep.
and now that he hit the point with that,
Shout out
he
to
needed
Taylor
something
Lace.
like that.
Nori Grooves is going to be opening up.
That's
so
right. I
Nori
did
will
see
be
that.
there.
I did see
Nice.
that.
I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
you said something about that too.
Yep.
We've got pool sessions by Privé. That's March 1st. Gio Leone, Meshi, Harold M, Rich Music. They are going. Oh wait, I think Inner Sanctuary is on that one too.
Yep, Drees.
Drees, yep.
We have that's going to be at
It is
Aloft
Dreezy,
Pool.
by the way. Just
Dreezy.
everybody keeps on calling him Drees. Is Dreezy
Yeah.
Dreezy.
Yeah.
Shout out to
because
Dreezy.
he's got
Dreezy.
two E's.
2 E's
Two
and just a Z with no Y. Oh, is it 2 Z's?
2 Z's.
2 Z's.
2 Z's, Dreezy. Okay. All right, maybe we need to put a dash in there. No, I'm just playing.
Rebrand. No.
House Saturdays at Mandarin Heights with Skylar DeVries. That's
DeVries.
yeah, that one.
That's my homie.
DeVries.
Yep, Mandarin Heights every Saturday.
That's Trippy Squad.
Trippy Squad. Him and his girl hold it down. Shout
Okay.
out to Skylar.
House Party Thursdays at Henley. That's SRQ with Terry, Gio Leone, Two Clutch, and Amanda Floyd. I heard something about Amanda Floyd. That she plays like really hard. Oh, she plays this techno called Schwanz, I want to say is what it's called.
Schwanz.
Yeah, but anyway, I heard she plays it very well. So I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
I'll
be right next door to us.
I'll be
Thursday,
stopping by.
so,
Yeah, I'll stop
come
by.
back for it.
Check it all out. What's I know you put. What is this? Vegan?
RN Vegan.
RN Vegan. Okay.
RN Vegan. So it's a R&B vegan show my homie puts on every few months in Ybor. It's at a
Okay.
vegan restaurant.
Okay.
R&B vibes,
Okay.
throwback vibes.
Like that. Like that.
Go to get some good food.
Is
They
that a
also-
Sunday?
I love
That's this
R&B.
Sunday.
I love some throwback R&B.
It's a good
I mean,
vibe.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
There'll be
I'll
art,
have to check that.
art
Some
out
Tampa.
there, clothes and brands and all that stuff. So check them out. Shout out to LCM, DJ LCM.
You know, we kind of were at something like that in Atlanta a couple months ago when we were doing it. I didn't know all the details of it, but when we got there, it was an art show and it was a
Okay.
clothing show and all
Yep.
that kind of stuff. I like it.
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
nice
good vibe.
tie-in. So we're not just trying to pull people in all the time just to come listen to somebody play music. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you haven't had vegan food, it's not what you think. Like they got like vegan fried chicken, they got vegan mac and cheese. It's like very soul food vegan, and it tastes just as good as.
How do you know
Mom's
somebody's
cooking.
vegan?
How do you know?
How do you know somebody's vegan?
How do you know?
They'll tell you. Ba-dum-bumps. I'm
funny.
sorry. No offense to vegans.
that's
I love
funny.
you guys. Just not
Nella
your
Green
food.
is vegan.
He is.
Yeah,
He
Nella
is.
Green's
Nice.
vegan.
So
He loves R&B. I'll have to tell him all
we have
about
to talk
that.
about it, yeah.
I'm very interested as well, especially on a Sunday. If I'm free, I'd love to do that.
A little
Yeah.
Sunday fun day.
It's a dope
Yeah,
little chill.
yeah.
little spot.
I really like it. I really enjoy R&B, especially if it's done well, and have it in the morning. That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
it
it's
sounds
a
like
great
I
little
should be
Sunday
cleaning my
afternoon.
house.
I feel like
Yeah.
I should be. That's a day trip kind of thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
March 2nd. Let's put it in the calendar.
That's
Make
dope.
it a humble house thing.
But I was
you know?
gonna say,
Pull up on them.
road trip.
So we had really big news before we go, guys. We want to let you guys know that Humble House has been invited to be involved in what's called a side quest in Miami Music Week. Wednesday, we will be at Miami Velvet in Hialeah. Wednesday night.
This Wednesday?
No, the week of Miami Music
Oh,
Week.
I was like, this Wednesday?
No, Miami Music Week. It'll be at Miami Velvet, which is a club in Hialeah, Miami, and we are bringing 5 artists from Humble House Records. We will be bringing Black Poodle, who actually lives in Miami now. He's been doing his thing at a residency there.
He's awesome.
We will be bringing MNX.
Next.
Who has been doing great shows around the Hard Rock. They're opening up for all kinds of artists. They signed some more music with us this year.
They're
We're excited to put it out. It's called Percolating.
Percolate.
Time for the
Percolate.
percolator.
It's time for the percolator.
You would think it was that, but it's even funkier.
Let's
Uh-huh.
go.
It's pretty good.
Let's go.
It's really good, actually. And then we have Alejandro, who has been putting out multiple tracks with us, who's gotten great support from artists like Nora and Pure on our label, and all sorts of
Okay.
love. Yeah. We have Andrew Sakali, who put out Rave on This with us last year. He's going to be repping Humble House, and then This Is Fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun. Yeah, we will be out there. We've been putting out some techno, little harder stuff, and we want a spot to play that kind of stuff at. So we're gonna get a little funky, a little bit hard, a little groovy, and we're really excited about that. Big shouts to Underground Production Group for having us out there. They really see what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish, and they let us be involved in this event, which also has a lot of people who are involved in the Winter Music Conference panel. They are also behind helping us make sure this happens. So we've got a lot of support this year. We're really excited about it. And we also have Jake Anthony, who we just signed a track with him this year. You guys know, if you know Jake Anthony, you know Ethereal Sounds.
Oh, yeah.
They are everywhere. Jessica is really putting on for these artists of hers, and we are excited to collaborate with her in this. We worked with her to get Jake Anthony out there to Miami, and we're just going to have a great time. You know, we're putting on for Humble House, we're putting on for St. Pete, and I'm just really excited to have
That's March 26th, yeah?
March 26th.
So that's a crazy week in Miami.
Tickets are on sale right now.
Can't
They're
even talk to
50%
you right
off
now
right now.
about how pumped I am.
I know, Miami Music Week's going to be
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm
I think I'm only
excited.
going to be there till Friday, and if I have an employee, I think I'll be there till Sunday.
Yes.
But we'll come to that. Do you guys have anything else going on? Anything you want to get out?
Not at the moment.
You just did a Shell station thing, right? You gonna post that somewhere for us to watch?
Yeah, so I do like a little pop up at my homie's gas station.
Yep.
It's a Shell.
Yep.
You know, Shell gas stations. I do a little DJ set. And,
You got that gas.
You got that gas.
gas. So I might try to do it every Tuesday, maybe starting next week or so. But yeah, check out my Instagram. I got it on there.
Love that. DJ Embrace with a
DJ
3 at the
Embrace.
end.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, that was our show. Thank you so much for Quinn Blalock for joining us, Danielle for joining us after being sick and recovering.
Yeah.
And Rave Daddy Robbie, thank you so much for
Always.
getting us on the internet. We love you guys. We'll see you next week with our guest Showtime.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.
Wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology live show.
Your revolutions to a new level.